Hi guys, Oldman Paints here, and here is the second sponsor review today. Today's the final day of the Old Orcs Painting Challenge, and today we're going to be looking at one of our sponsors, Alternative Armies. Alternative Armies actually hold the moulds for some of the old Asgard range. So if you're not familiar with them, do come along to alternative-armies.com and check out what they've got on offer. There's some really great models, loads and loads of scenics, and I'm going to show you some of the orcs that they've donated. I think the easiest way to do it, you use the navigation down the side and go to 28mm High Fantasy, and then go down to Goblin and Orc Horde. Now, there's some great figures here. These ones in this picture remind me of the Labyrinth Orcs. It is Labyrinth, isn't it? Yeah, the Labyrinth Goblins. Yeah, that. But I want to show you some of the figures that were sent to me by Alternative Armies. So I'm just going to do a quick search on Orc Elites. Look, there's a pack of these that have been donated. Some fantastic axemen there. They've got scimitars, they've got shields, they've got cloaks, great horned helmets. Really cool figures. Cool figures to have in your Orcish horde. There are also some orc, I think they're called desecrators. I'm just going to go back. Command F, orc desecrator. This is where these videos fall down when you can't remember the name of the figures, but there they are. I've just spotted them. So yeah, the orc desecrators. Look, these are really full of character. Look at the faces on these guys, really grimacing and menacing. So if we click on there, you can see quite reminiscent of the Asgard stooped orcs. And then these quite reminiscent of a sort of Games Workshop style orcs from the 80s. Fantastic set of figures that have been donated there. They've also donated a catapult. Now, I'm not sure, can easily find it, so I'm just going to do a quick TOR. T. It seems to have found it, but I'm not very good at these sorts of things. But it's like this, a torsion catapult. It's something like this, and I'm not sure if it's the Goblin one or whether it's even got figures, but it's certainly it's a catapult like that you can build and add with your Orc army. Now, the reason I say I'm not 100% sure that's the one is because I haven't opened it. It is in a blister pack, so I didn't want to open it. Yeah, but that's just, we're just scratching the surface there. If you look at some of these Goblin Knights that they've got, look, again, very reminiscent of sort of 80s goblins from TV and movies. Fantastic. I think there's a lot of character there. And then there's just absolutely loads of other stuff. They've got books and, digital downloads. And then quite a few different scales as well. So if you're into the more classic tiny scaled stuff, it's all there, 6mm, 15mm. So there's loads of figures that you can look at. Something I really like from Alternative Armies, if I can go back to the 28mm High Fantasy, is the Barbarians. I just want to show you those quickly. Now these are basically replicas of the Asgard Barbarians from the 80s. Obviously modern casts, but yeah, as far as I'm aware, Alternative Armies have the mould, and there's a bit of information about it there and their relation with Asgard. So if you fancy Barbarians, these are some of the best that you can actually get your hands on. Yeah, so big thanks to our sponsor, Alternative Armies. Do check them out, because without people donating, without companies like them donating prizes to our little painting competitions on Instagram and Facebook and stuff, then there really wouldn't be any decent prizes to be had, would there? So please pay them the courtesy of visiting the site. You might even find something you like and buy. I reckon you will.